Good morning students, we are discussing chapter number 4 motion in a plane, in which in the last video we have discussed about scalar and vector quantities. We have discussed about some definitions about vectors. So today first of all we have to discuss one more definition, that is free vector and localized vector. What are free vector and localized vector? Free vectors are those vectors which you can shift parallel to itself in any frame of reference, that is their location is not fixed in that frame of reference, while the localized vectors are those vectors which are fixed in a particular frame. The next term comes multiplication of vector by real number. What does it show? That how we can multiply any vector by a real number. So the real number may be any number, that may be positive, negative or zero. So we have to have two different cases for positive and negative real number. When first case हमारा आता है when the number is positive real number, in that case we have to say that lambda a vector that will be given as, अगर हम magnitude देखते हैं इसका, that will give you lambda, as you know this is positive, it will come out lambda into में a vector, that is if lambda is greater than 0 then this will be the case. Now if we have to take an example for this, then a vector is given as this. 2a vector is, as you can see here, 2 is a positive real number. If you will multiply this a vector by 2, then it will give you the twice magnitude, but the direction will be same because the real number is positive. So you can say in the diagram that a vector and 2a vector are both in the same direction, but the magnitude of 2a vector is twice of a vector. So this will be the application of this property. Now next consider the situation for lambda is less than 0, that is negative lambda के लिए हम बात करते हैं. When you will take the magnitude of lambda a vector in terms of negative real number, then it will give you minus lambda into में a vector. For example, I have taken an example for lambda equal to -1. In case of -1, the magnitude will be equal, but the direction of the resultant vector will be just opposite to the initial vector, or you can say this will be a negative of any vector. So you can see in this diagram a vector and minus a vector both are in opposite directions. तो आई होप आपको मल्टीप्लीकेशन ऑफ अ वेक्टर बाय रियल नंबर क्लियर हुआ. नेक्स्ट हम बढ़ते हैं अगले टॉपिक की तरफ. द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ वेक्टर by graphical method. Now we have to discuss the next topic, that is addition of vector. As I have told you earlier, we have to add the vectors by two different methods. First one is triangle law of vector addition, while the second one is parallelogram law of vector addition. So firstly we are here to discuss triangle law of vector addition. For triangle law, what we have to do, we know that triangle have the three sides, while for addition of two vectors we have to at least two vectors for any addition. Then these two vectors are showing the sides of any triangle. The third side of the triangle is shown by the resultant of the addition of two vector. You can see in this diagram that a vector and this dotted b vector line is the initial position of b vector. We have to add a vector b vector. Then a vector is fixed in this case, we have to shift the b vector. We can shift this vector parallel to itself to the point up to head b, so that head of a vector will coincide with the tail of b vector. At point P, you can see that head and tail are coinciding. So the triangle law of vector addition, this method is also known as head to tail method. The next thing is that a vector and b vector are showing the two sides of a triangle. The third side of the triangle is shown by the resultant of the two vector. The resultant is given by the vector which is starting from the tail of the initial vector, while head to the head of the final vector. So you can see in this diagram the tail of the initial vector is O. A vector का tail क्या है? O है. And the head of the final vector is B. This point here. So the resultant vector will be O to R. That will give you the A plus B. In this case, A is fixed while the B is shifting. The next condition is, this is the triangle law of vector addition. Next हमारा आता है commutative property of vectors. In this property, what we have to see, that two vectors are said to be commutative when they are showing the property that a plus b vector is equal to b plus a. I mean to say, when you have to add the two vectors, then the resultant will be same when you will add the two vectors by changing their order. So you can see in this diagram that b vector and a vector are given. A जो dotted line है, that is the initial position of a vector. In this case, you have to fix the b vector and you have to shift the a vector. So you can shift the a vector parallel to itself so that tail of a vector will coincide with the head of b vector. So you can see at point P, this situation is happening. Next, the term is how we can find out the resultant of the vectors b and a. So again the same situation which we have taken in the triangle of vector addition, that tail of first vector will coincide with the tail of the resultant vector, while the head of the final vector will coincide with the head of the resultant vector. So the resultant vector will give as O to R, that is b plus a. Why we have written is b plus a? B is fixed while a is shifting. So it will term as b plus a. While in the previous case in triangle of vector addition, we have shifted b vector with respect to a vector. A vector is fixed. In that case, what we have written? A plus b. So you can see in these two diagrams that a plus b and b plus a are equal in magnitude and same in direction. Then you can say that these two vectors are showing the commutative property. I hope commutative property सभी को clear हुई. Next हम बढ़ते हैं associative property of vectors. What we have to do in this property? We have to add any three vectors. We don't know about addition of any three vector with the help of triangle of vector addition. For this addition, we have to do that firstly we have to add any two vector, then the resultant will be added to the third vector. That will give you the net resultant. So now you can see that a vector, this dotted b vector and dotted c vector, these are the initial positions of any three vector. Now you have to fix the a vector. Then you have to shift the b vector up to the same situation which we have taken in the triangle of addition, that head of a will coincide with the tail of b. So this will give you the resultant a plus b. Now you can take a plus b as a single vector in place of a vector and b vector separately. So now you have to shift this c vector up to the head of a plus b vector. Now it will give you the resultant a plus b plus c. We have taken a bracket on a plus b. Why it is so? Because in this case we have taken a plus b as a single vector and c is any other vector. So a plus b is considered as a first vector while the c is any other vector. So the resultant will give you the a plus b plus c. Now the next condition is what? We have to add firstly b plus c, then we have to add the resultant in a vector. So this is b, this is c. We will see that this will give you the resultant b plus c. When we will shift this b plus c to the head of a, then it will give you the two sides of the triangle. The third side of the triangle will be given as the resultant of the two vectors. So the resultant will be a plus b plus c. Why we have taken the bracket on b plus c? Because in this case b plus c is treating as a single vector. So here you can see from the diagrams that a plus b plus c and a plus b plus c both are having the same magnitude and the same directions. When any three vectors are showing this property, then you can see that these three vectors are associative in nature. I hope associative property आपको clear हुई. बढ़ते हैं आगे हम parallelogram law of vector addition की तरफ. Now what we have to do in parallelogram law of vector addition? In this again we have to add any two vectors, but the method is that we have to add the two vectors by tail to tail method. That is, the tail of both the vectors will coincide at a single point. So O is the point where the tail of a vector and b vector are coinciding. That but as we know that parallelogram is having the four sides. How we can draw the four sides? As we know from the property of parallelogram that opposite sides are equal in magnitude and parallel in direction. So you can draw the parallel vectors of a vector and b vector. It will give you the resultant parallelogram. The resultant vector will be given by the diagonal which is passing through the coinciding point of the two vectors. That is O से जो pass होने वाला diagonal होगा, that will give you the resultant of any two vectors. So resultant will be given as a plus b. ये हमारा हुआ पैरेललोग्राम लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन। नेक्स्ट हमारा आता है, अभी तक हमने दो वेक्टर्स को ऐड करना सीखा। अगर हमारे पास मोर देन टू वेक्टर्स आ जाए तो उनको हम ऐड कैसे करेंगे? तो उसके लिए हमारा नेक्स्ट मेथड आता है पॉलीगन लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन। इसके अंदर हम क्या देखेंगे बच्चा? तो ये वाला डायग्राम है, इसके ऊपर आप देखिए, हमें पॉलीगन लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन में बेसिकली ट्रायंगल लॉ का ही यूज करना है। जिस तरह से ट्रायंगल लॉ में हमें एक वेक्टर के हेड को दूसरे के टेल से, एक वेक्टर के हेड को दूसरे के टेल से ऐड करते जाते हैं, इन द सेम वे वी कैन ऐड ऑल द वेक्टर्स व्हिच आर गिवन टू यू। So here we are considering the 5 vectors are given to you. This is the A vector. Now you have to add the tail of B vector to the head of A vector. This is B vector. This is C, D and E vector. The resultant is given as tail of first vector is coinciding with the tail of resultant vector, while the head of last vector will coincide with the head of last vector. So R vector will give you A plus B plus C plus D plus E. This will be the polygon law of vector addition. The next term is पैरेललोग्राम लॉ के अकॉर्डिंग आप क्या चीज देख सकते हैं बेटा? आपको पता है कि पैरेललोग्राम में जो आपकी ऑपोजिट साइड्स होती हैं, दीज आर पैरेलल इन एंड इक्वल इन मैग्नीट्यूड. सो वी हैव नो दैट OA plus OB is equal to OC from the parallelogram law of vector addition. While using triangle law of vector addition, you can see that OB and AC are equal and parallel. So you can use B vector OB as AC vector as B vector. So now in triangle OAC, you can use A vector plus B vector will give you the OC vector, that is A plus B vector. So this is the triangle law of vector addition. The next term is comes subtraction of any vector. When we have to subtract any two vector, then what we have to do? We doesn't do anything new. We have to just first negative, we have to calculate the negative of any vector which we have to subtract. Then we will add that negative of any vector to the vector. That is, we have to subtract A from B, sorry B from A. देन जिसको भी हमें सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, सबसे पहले हमें उसका नेगेटिव वेक्टर फाइंड आउट करना होगा. नेगेटिव वेक्टर की डेफिनेशन में मैं आपको बता चुकी हूँ कि किसी भी वेक्टर का नेगेटिव वेक्टर कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं. तो यहाँ पर हमने ये नेगेटिव वेक्टर फाइंड आउट किया. अगेन उसके बाद में हमें वही ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन लगाना है. हमने इसको शिफ्ट किया, यहाँ तक लेके आए, तो रिजल्टेंट होगा दैट विल गिव यू द A माइनस बी वेक्टर. यहाँ पर आप देखिए बेटा, A प्लस कर रहे हो आप ट्रायंगल लॉ ऑफ वेक्टर एडिशन की हेल्प से माइनस बी, एंड यू नो दैट plus and minus are when these are multiplied, then this will give you the negative sign, that will be A minus B. Here A plus minus A will give you zero vector, that is किसी भी वेक्टर में अगर आप उसका नेगेटिव वेक्टर ऐड करोगे तो that will give you the जीरो वेक्टर. तो आई होप आपको आज का वीडियो ये चीजें क्लियर हुई. अगर कोई डाउट है बच्चे तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं. बी रेगुलर, बी पेशेंट बेटा. थैंक यू एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू.